Welcome to the stream, everyone. This is a live lesson requested by our students who are now in lockdown in Sydney because of another COVID outbreak. We're doing this lesson because some of the students have requested that I teach something other than coding for a while. So the next couple of lessons are going to be a little bit more fun, a little bit more of a variety. And make sure you save this link. Save this link for this video so that you can watch it over and over again. When you are solving a Rubik's Cube, it takes a little bit of practice. When you have time and then you stop it and then replay it and watch it over again, it might take you couple of days before you solve your Rubik's Cube. But the point of saving the video is so that you can slow down, pause, and retry over and over again. Okay? So without further ado, let's have a look at our cube. If you haven't got your Rubik's Cube with you, then make sure you go and grab your Rubik's Cube. Okay? So this is a Rubik's Cube, and there are three different types of parts on this cube. Okay? So three different types of blocks. We have side blocks, which are in the middle of each side. Okay, these side blocks are never going to change their position in relation to the other sides. Okay, so you can see it doesn't matter how I spin the side, this green side block is never going to move. Okay, the only way it's going to move is if I move all the other sides. Okay, so the side blocks also determine what color this whole side needs to be. Okay, so if we have a side block that is red in the middle, that means every block here needs to also be red. Pretty simple stuff, right? Second type of block is the edge block. These edge blocks have two sides, two colors, and they will only appear on the edges of the cube. Okay, so this green and white one, this red and white one, this blue and white one, and this orange and white one. Okay, so these edge blocks will only ever appear on the edges of your cube. And then finally, we have corner blocks. Corner blocks are these ones on the corner with three sides. Okay, and these will only ever appear on the corner of the cube. I'm just going to load up my channel chat just in case somebody wants to ask me something. There's no sound. Ah, yes, I just fixed it, didn't I? Fantastic. Here we are. All right. All right, let's continue. Let us continue on with this. So we have all these different sides, and I've just closed the chat. So I'll check the chat after each section so that I can read the questions after each section. Okay, so we're just introducing the different parts of the cube first. Now, when you're holding the cube, just so that we are all clear with what I am doing, okay, the front of the cube is this side, okay, the side that is facing towards you. That is the front of the cube. The top of the cube is up here, okay? The bottom of the cube is down here, okay? If I was holding it like this, then the front of the cube is over here, the top is on the top, and the bottom is pointing towards the ground, okay? The left side of the cube is going to be this side on my left hand, and then the right side of the cube is on the right side, on my right hand, okay? Just so that if I say, move the front counterclockwise, then this is moving the front counterclockwise. If I say, move the top to the right, we are moving the top to the right. I know if you've done Rubik's Cube solving before, there's a whole different type of language and notation for that. We're going to skip all that because we're going to just teach the beginners today, okay? If I say to move the left side up, that means I move the left side up like this, okay? If I say to move the bottom to the left, then you use your ring finger on your right hand, and then you move the bottom to the left like that. If I say move the bottom to the right, you use the ring finger on your left hand and then move your bottom to the right. Okay? Any questions so far? Let's have a look at these questions. All right. Good. Good. Yes, it will stay public after the live stream, okay? But it's more fun when you do this live because then you get all the little errors and things like that that happen during the stream, like we had in the first 15 minutes. What is that? Okay. Everybody's good so far? That is good. That is good. Okay. We are going to continue. Now, when we are solving the Rubik's Cube, we have to worry about two things for every block. Every block, whether it's the face, the edge, or the corner block. These are the two things, okay? The position has to be in the correct position. And then the rotation has to be correct, okay? Because there are blocks that can be in the right position, but in the wrong rotation. And then there are blocks that can be in the right position and the right rotation. If a block is in the right position and the right rotation, that is considered solved. Okay? If neither of them are true, or if only one of them are true, then it is not considered solved. Okay? So that is the all the basics. Okay? Remember the front of the box of the cube is the side facing towards you. The top is on the top, the bottom's on the bottom, left, right, and then moving the different sides up, down, left, right. Okay, so we're going to scramble this cube up, and we're going to start trying to solve this cube. Okay, when we are solving a Rubik's Cube, we're going to do it layer by layer. Okay, and then this is how we're going to do it. When I say that we're solving layer 1, you're going to see the text layer 1 on top of the screen. That way, when you are skipping to a different part of the video later on, when you're watching this video later on, you'll be able to come back and then see a big layer 1 on the screen, and then you'll be able to know that, we are solving layer 1 here. Okay, so that if once we've solved layer 1, we're going to move to layer 2, and then layer 3, which is our final layer. Okay? Alright, so for layer 1, you have a scrambled cube with you. We're going to pick a side. Okay, we're going to pick the green side for me. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is solve the cross in the middle of this layer. Okay, what do I mean by solving the cross? It means that I solve all the edge blocks on layer 1. All the edge blocks on layer 1 will have green on one of the sides of the blocks. Okay, so let's look for an edge block. Here, I see a green and red block. Okay, green and red block. So what do I do with the first part of this layer? I'm going to just go and move the green block, the green and red block, straight up. And then it will solve, oh, well, it's not solved yet because the rotation is correct. Go see, green, green. But here, it is supposed to be orange. Okay? It's supposed to be orange. Red is over here on this side. So what do? I just move by flipping the top towards the left twice, and then you'll see that now I have solved one part of this edge block, right? I've solved this edge block on layer 1. Let's have a look at another block. Now, once it is solved, it is very important that you try to keep track and repair this solved block if you accidentally or deliberately move it out of place. Okay? All right. So let's have a look at another one. Here is green and white. Okay? So I'm just trying to solve all the edge blocks on layer 1. So one side has to be green, and then this side has to be yellow. So so we need to find green and yellow, green and orange, and green and white. Okay? So here is green and white. It needs to be over here on the back side of the top layer. Okay? So how do I do it? Well, first of all, I can move my block around so that when I move this this edge over to the white side, it needs to align to the white side. Okay, so let's move it to the white side. Okay, so now it's in the right position. See, it's green and white, and this is the white side, and then this is the green side that we're trying to solve, right? But the problem is the rotation is incorrect. It is in the right position, but the wrong rotation. See, if I put it up, it's in the right position, but it's in the wrong rotation, which is a problem. So I need to put it down. In order to flip the rotation of an edge block, we put it down towards the bottom, then we turn towards the side, and then we flip it up. Okay? Like I said, this might take some practice. Okay? We're trying to solve all 4 edge blocks, and it's going to take a lot of practice for you to be very intuitive with it. Let's do it again. See this green and orange block? Remember, this green and orange needs to be up here. If I rotate it all the way up now, then it will be in the right position, but the wrong rotation. So what I need to do is I need to flip it all the way down to the bottom, move it to the side, and then I'm going to be able to go beep. Now I can align it with the orange side, and then fix the final side to the green and the orange side. Okay, and then we do the same with all your the other block. Now you see here that I have now got a green and yellow block over here. We need to move it all the way over to this side. This green and yellow block needs to move all the way up to this side. So in order to do that, we need to move it down to the bottom, because once you move it down to the bottom, then you can freely move the bottom to align it to whichever side you want. Okay, but when I move it to the bottom, I'm going to break the top half of this cross. So here I move it down to the bottom, I move it to the side to get ready to move it back up, but then I need to make sure that I repair it at the end. Okay, repair this part of the cross. And now we have the green and yellow side in position to move up to the green and yellow side up here, edge over here. But it is also the wrong rotation, so if it's the wrong rotation, what do we do? Put it all the way down to the bottom, go to the side, and then we flip it up to the side so that we got the yellow part aligned, and now we flip it up and then repair whatever we broke. Okay, now solving this cross is the first step of solving the Rubik's Cube. Okay, I'm going to see if I can take some questions in case. Remember, this is a little bit fast because this is designed so that you can watch it over and over again. We don't want to do it in real time and then slow everyone down. We want you to save the video, favorite the video, do whatever it takes to the video so that you can watch it over and over again. Let's see if we have any questions so far. Nope, everyone is going okay. Good. Okay, so after we have solved the cross, the second part of solving layer 1 is to solve the corners. Okay, so we need corners that have green on them. So here is a green corner. Now, to solve a corner, we need to make sure that the green part of the corner is facing towards the front. Okay, just like this. Facing towards the front and also positioned on the bottom layer. So this one is perfect. You can look all around the cube. There's another one over here. Okay. But if we need to solve these corners, we need to make sure that the corner cubes have the top side's color facing towards you, facing the front. Okay. And then how do we work it out? We need to make sure, once we have the corner facing towards you, you look at the side. So this is green, and then this side's red. Okay, so we need to rotate the bottom so that the green side is facing towards you and the red side, or the other colored side, is facing the other side of this cube. Okay, so here is how you would position the cube so that it is ready to be solved over here. Okay, so it's on the left side, this corner block, and then on the red side is facing the left hand side here, which is the red side, and then I'll be able to solve it with no problems in a moment. If I had it on the right hand side, like this one, if I had the cube on the block, the corner block on the right hand side, see how I have the green side facing towards me, and then the orange side facing towards the right. I'll need to make sure that I rotate it so that it is facing towards me and the orange side is facing the orange face. Okay? And then this is the algorithm. Okay? An algorithm is a fixed set of moves in order to solve certain parts of the cube. Okay? Once you have it facing the right way, so the green side is facing towards you, or the side that we're trying to solve is facing towards you, and then the side is correct as well, then we rotate the bottom away from the correct side, move the side down, rotate the bottom back, and then rotate back to the top, so that now your corner is solved for your first layer as well. Let's have a look at our other side here. Remember our red side. If it's on the left side, then we do the opposite. See, I position it so that we have the green side facing towards us. We have the red side facing towards the red side over here. And then it's the same algorithm. Rotate the bottom away from the solving side. Move the side down. Rotate back towards the side, and then rotate up. So now we have two corners. Okay. If you have a corner that is not positioned on the bottom, like this one here, then all you have to do is rotate it so that it goes down towards the bottom, and then you rotate it away, and then repair the cross again. Okay, let's do that again. You see how this corner is in the wrong place? We need it down the bottom and facing towards us. So you don't want to rotate this way, because then it will be facing down. We want to rotate this way so that it is facing towards us. Then we rotate it away to the back, and then repair the cross. Okay? And then we do the same thing. So the green side is facing towards us. The other side is yellow, so I need to rotate it so that it is facing the yellow side. Okay? And then I need to rotate the bottom away from the side that we're trying to solve, move the side down, move the corner back in, and then move it up again. Okay? And now we have a final corner. This final corner is a little bit tricky, because if you have a look at the bottom of the cube, it is facing the bottom. Okay? But that's no problem, okay? If it's facing the bottom, all you have to do is make sure that it aligns with the empty side, okay? So here, the bottom is all the way up to the far side. I need to move it towards this side, okay? So here, you see it's in the bottom, it's at the far side. I need to move it over to this side. So here, I look at the bottom, I move it back towards the side where we're trying to repair. And then once it is underneath the side where we're trying to repair, we can just rotate it down like this, and then all of a sudden it's facing towards the side again. Then all you have to do is rotate it back around and then up. And now you're in a good position to solve that final corner, okay? So to solve that final corner, make sure that the solving side, the first layer, is facing towards you, and then the other side is the same color as the side here. Okay, so we flip away to the other side, down, towards, and then up. Okay, and then this solves the first layer. Let's have a look and see if there are any questions so far. Learn techniques to solve it in 15 seconds. Yeah, that will come after some practice. Good work, Sergi. Okay, let's do it again. All right, so now so that's layer 1, okay? Layer 1, we talked about all the different things that can happen to layer 1. First, you have to solve the cross in the middle, then you solve the 4 corners. Let's look at layer 2. So now you see that the text has changed to layer 2, because now we're going to solve these edges here in the middle of our layer 2. Okay? All right, one of our edges is already solved, okay? That's okay. But now we're going to try and solve this one, orange and yellow. So I got to find the orange and yellow block, and it's down here, okay? In order to solve an edge, this is how you do it. You make sure, so you see the edge block? If the edge block is positioned like this is how you want to position it in order to solve the edge block. You want it to be have one side matching, and then the other side the same as the left hand or the right hand side. Okay, so here we have an orange side and then a yellow side, and it's right next to this this other yellow side here. This is how you solve it. Okay, away. Whoops. All right. So let's talk about this for a second, because I don't want to confuse everyone. All right, I'll do it quickly first. Okay, so away, down, and then like that. Okay, so we're going to replay this after a while. Okay, but basically we go away, down, towards, up, and then away, down, towards, up. Okay, you see how I have a problem here with this edge block? It is rotated, right? So this is how you do it. Remember, this edge block needs to go up here, and it's hard for me to sort of remember how to say this without sort of slowing down and messing myself up. So we have to make sure that the side here, and so I have a white side now. So this side here is orange, and then this side here is white. We need to put it over this side. So in that case, I'll have to move the bottom away, and then down, and then towards, and then up, and then away, down, towards, up. Okay, so you're gonna have to watch this over again a few times to understand how it's done, but it's hard to explain. Let's try the orange and yellow one. Here we go. Orange and yellow. We need to put this over this side. Okay, so it's bottom away, this side down, bottom towards, this side up, and then you go and rotate it so that there's a new front. And then bottom away, left side down, bottom towards, left side up. Okay? So that's solving the edges down here. And then sometimes you'll have an edge that's in the right place, right position, but the wrong rotation. In that case, you'll have to put something else into that space and then solve it afterwards. Okay, so imagine that this is the right piece that we want to put into this space. All we have to do is go bottom down to the away, the side down, bottom towards, up, and then rotate, bottom away, side down, bottom towards, up. Okay, so now we have the another block substituting the block that was in here. Now we got to look for where that block went. So we're looking for a white and a red block. So here is the white and red block. We rotate so that one side is matching, and then the other side is facing towards, facing the bottom. And then all you have to do is rotate away from the side that you're fixing, right? Rotate away, side down, rotate towards up, and then rotate away, side down, rotate towards, and then up. All right, and that's 2 layers. Okay, so the middle layer is all about making sure that you have solved using the algorithm where you are solving away or towards. Okay, and always rotate away from the side that you are trying to solve. Okay, so let's do that a couple more times just to understand it a bit more. Okay. Okay. Whoops, this is layer 2. Okay, let's do that again. So here I'm trying to solve an edge on layer 2. Here it is a white and red block. So here's... And always rotate away from the side that you are trying to solve. All right, here we go. Here is white and here is red. So I just have to make sure that white is aligned, and then red is pointing down towards the bottom. And then I rotate away. The bottom rotates away. The side that I'm trying to solve goes down. Bottom towards, up. And then I rotate the whole cube. Bottom away, side down, bottom towards, up. Okay? That is how to solve the first 2 layers. I'm going to see if there's any questions. If you are confused, that is okay, because you can still pause and rewatch this over and over again, just to if I'm too quick for you. Okay, let's have a look. I can't make the cross at all. Okay, something is wrong. Okay, all right. Let's have a look at this. So you can't make the cross. Don't worry. We're going to do this again after I go through everything. Okay, after I go through everything, we'll go through the cross again, and we'll solve the cube a couple more times, so that you can get the hang of it. Okay, all right. Let's try this again. Once you finish layer 2, this is the easy part. Okay, layer 1 and layer 2 is considered the easier part, because the final layer requires really long algorithms and requires a lot of different situations. Okay, so before we solve the final layer, let's double check to make sure, yep, all 4 sides are solved for second layer. Okay, then we flip it to the top like this. Okay, now the final layer of the cube, you look at the shape of what's in the middle. Okay, it can look like an L like this. Okay, or it could look like a dot like this one. So here's another cube that is solved with 2 layers, and then the final layer has a dot. Okay, the dot, if you have the dot, you need to make it look like an L. This L over here. Okay, but if you have an L, we need to make it look like a line. Okay, and if you have a line, we have to make it look like a cross. Okay, so let's start with a dot, because that is the start of this algorithm. Okay, if you have a dot like this one, then this is the algorithm you need to do in order to change it from a dot to an L. Okay, watching carefully. The front rotates. Okay. Let's let's do it again. Make sure that the final layer is now the top layer. Okay, and then if you have the dot, this is what you do. And it actually doesn't matter what shape you have at the top. The algorithm is always going to be the same. Okay, watch this. Rotate the front towards the right, up, left, down, towards, and then up. Okay? And then you'll have the L. If you have the L, make sure one side of the L is facing towards you, and the other side is facing towards the right. Okay? Not this side, this side. Okay? Once you have the L facing the right way, you do the same algorithm again. And then you'll have a line. When you have a line, make it so that the line is sideways. And then you do the algorithm again. And then you'll have a cross. Okay? All right, let's try that again with and I'll try to slow down, because the problem is when I slow down, sometimes I lose track of what I do as well. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, we have a dot now, okay? Remember, we have a dot up the top. And then if it's a dot, we need to turn it into an L. If it's an L, we turn it into a line. And if it's a line, we turn it into a cross. Okay? So we have a dot on top. And then we rotate the front side towards the right side up, the top side to the left, right side down, and then top side to the right, and then front side left. Okay? And then you'll have the L. Make sure you position the L so that one side is facing towards you and the other side is facing toward the right. And then you do it again. Front to the right, right side up, top to the left, right side down, top to the right, front to the left. And then you'll have the line. Once you have the line, do the algorithm again. Make sure the line is sideways, and then you'll have a cross. Okay? Now, once you have the cross, like this, you double check two things. Whoa, oh my goodness, I didn't change the layer number. Here we go, layer number is 3. All right, let's have a look and see if there's any people screaming in the comments. Okay, everything is still going okay. All right, I'm really I know that this is really hard when you're a beginner, but trust me, you're going to be able to replay it, and then it's all going to clear up after you've watched it a few times. Okay. This is what you need to do. When you have the cross, you need to double check to make sure that the two sides of the cross are not the opposite colors on the cube. What does that mean? You have a look at the two sides on the cube, orange and red. They're opposite sides, right? If the cube has orange and red on the two opposing sides, and it's not matching up. So like this. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, so here I have a cross. If I have a red side and the orange side, and they're solved, but the other two sides are not solved, like this, then we have a problem, okay? Then you have to do this new algorithm in order to fix it, okay? But if it's not the opposite sides, then you can skip to the next part, okay? All right, so we have orange and red. They are opposites. See, opposite side, red and orange, opposite side. Same if I had a green side and a blue side, that's opposite here. See, blue and green, they're opposites. But if I match up the blue and green, the orange side and the red side will be unmatched. So this is a bad situation to be in, okay? You can't solve the cube if this happens. So what you need to do is make it so that this cube, it doesn't matter which rotation that you do at this point because we're trying to solve this situation, okay? We rotate it so that the cube is facing down, okay? And then we rotate the left side down, and then the bottom twice to the left, and then left side up, bottom to the left, left side down, bottom to the left, left side up. So I'll do that again, okay? So down, okay? So that is a new algorithm, okay? Let's practice it one more time. Down, left, left, up, left, down, left, up. Okay? All right. So what that's going to do is it's going to solve and remove that opposite issue. So let's have a look if that solved for me. Nope. But now it solved it for me. Okay? Once you have the two sides not opposite of each other, so we got the red side and then the other side's no longer orange, then there is a way to rotate the top so that two sides will match and the two sides will be adjacent to each other. Okay, so for me, you see how I've got orange, but then the other two sides are not matching. So this is not right. So I'm going to try red over here. So red and blue are matching. So see, red and blue are now matching, but green and orange are not matching. So once I have two sides matching, ooh, okay, here we go. Once I have the two sides matching, so here we go, yellow and red, and then yellow and blue. Then what I need to do is position it upside down again. But this time, I'm going to have the two matching sides on the left and on the back. And then you do the same algorithm that we just did. Down on the left, and then the bottom twice towards the left. Up, left, down, left, up. Okay? So let's try it again. Down, twice towards the left, up, left, down, left, up. And then you'll find that if you make the bottom move once more towards the left, you'll have all four sides solved, all four edges solved for layer 3. Okay, let's have a look at It's okay. I know a lot of people are confused. Yeah, well done, Ryan. You're doing very well. You're doing very well. Okay, and don't worry. Like and subscribe, and then save this link so that you can watch this over and over again. Okay, because then you are going to be able to solve it in no time. All right, let's continue on. So this is the hardest part. Remember, this algorithm is huge. So, but now don't worry. Let's have a look at the top here. We need to make sure after you've solved the cross on the final layer, we got to make it so that the four corners are positioned correctly first before we do the rotations. So you look for all the four corners, one corner here, 2, 3, 4, and you check to see if any corners are in the correct position. If it's in the correct position, it means the three colors match the three sides that it is the corner of. Okay, so we got yellow, orange, and blue, but there's no blue side here, so this is not in the right place. Let's look at the next corner. Orange, yellow, green. This is also in the wrong place. Yeah. Red, yellow, blue. This one is in the right place because there's red, yellow, blue. Okay, so if you find a corner that is in the right place, then you keep it in the front on the right hand side. If you do not have a corner in the right place, it doesn't matter where you position it, as long as the final layer is now on the top and the cross is solved. Okay, and then we do this corner changing algorithm. The corner changing algorithm is this. It is the left side up. Okay, watch this. Make sure that the correct corner, if you have a correct corner, make sure it's on the right hand side of the top of the front. okay? So it is left side up, top to the left, right side up, top to the right, left side down, top to the left, right side down, top to the right, okay? And then you'll notice that all the corners, except for the corner on the front on the right, have now shuffled. Now you have a look. See if all the other corners are in the right place or not. Nope, they're still not in the right place. Then you repeat it until they are. So, left side up, top to the left, right side up, top to the right, left side down, top to the left, right side down, top to the right. Excuse me. And now, all four corners are in the right place. Okay? So there's so this has two corners that are already solved, but I'm going to mess them up just so that we can teach you how to solve them. Okay. Okay. All right. So I have now got four corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're in the right position, but they're in the wrong rotation. Okay, so in order to solve this, we need to do the same algorithm we used to fix the opposites on the cross on the final layer. Okay, so here, when you look at this corner, we're going to, you look at any corners that are solved. If there are any corners solved, you keep it towards the right-hand side, okay? But if it's not solved, it doesn't matter which side you keep on, okay? But this is how you do it. You look at this blue, yellow, and orange side. This is the algorithm that you keep repeating until it is solved. Okay, so it goes left side down, same as when we were solving the cross. Okay, exactly the same, except we do it twice. So right side down, bottom twice, and then up. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. So it's down, up, down, up. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'll try it again on this one. Okay, so let's do solve the cross on this one first. Okay. So that one's solved. That one's solved. Okay. Nope, that's not right. That is now correct. Okay, so it is down, up, down, up, okay? So if you repeat that twice, okay? So what we did was do the exact same algorithm as when we were solving the opposite sides issue for the cross on the bottom layer. I mean, third layer, right? And then, once it's solved, it usually solves two sides at a time, two corners at a time. You rotate it so that it is facing the right-hand side, and then you solve the final one. And you keep on repeating that algorithm until it is solved, okay? So down. Okay? And the cool thing about the corners in the bottom layer is that they will always solve themselves as long as you remember the algorithm and you have all the pieces in the right position, but in the wrong rotation, okay? So let's see if there let's see if there are any questions. I know, this is hard. Still on layer 1. That's okay. No problems. Let's do another couple before I go. But later on, you guys will be able to, because I know you can't go back and pause during a live video, right? But after we finish this, you'll be able to go and solve it again, okay? And rewatch the video. All right. First thing we do is we solve the cross, okay? I'm going to choose orange because it's nice and easy. We have an orange side. Let's put the orange on the green, like that, okay? Here we have orange and white. It is not positioned correct. It is not rotated correctly. We need to align the white first. So put it down the bottom. move to the side, move up, and then now we've got 2 edges done in the first layer. Go for another orange and yellow. Rotate it so that orange and yellow are aligned, and then move it forward. And then we have the cross happening over here. Whoops, let's make it so that we are on layer 1. And then we have to solve the corners of the layer. So we make sure that the color that we're solving is is facing towards you, and then this color on the side is facing towards the right color. Rotate away, down, towards, up. Okay. If we have a side that is on the top, then all we have to do is rotate it down so that's on the bottom layer, rotate it away so that it doesn't get disrupted, and then repair the cross. And then we do the same thing to solve each part of the corner. So here we have a corner that's facing the ground, which is not ideal. So what we need to do is position it under the corner that we're trying to solve. Then we rotate it down so that it is now facing towards the side, rotate it away, repair the cross, and then put it back under the side, the corner that we're trying to solve, and then away, down, towards, up. Okay, that's layer 1. Layer 2 is where we are looking for anything other than red, okay, because in the middle there's nothing that's going to have anything that's on red. So we have one side that's already solved. We have this yellow and green side. Yellow and green, we're going to match up yellow and green so that one side is flush. Rotate away from the side that we have. See it's green, so we have to rotate away from green. Rotate away, down, towards, up, away, down, towards, up. Okay. And then final side here, red and white. What if I made a mistake and something like this happened? Okay, whoops. Oh, well, actually, that's not even supposed to be it. Let's say I have this blue and white side, yeah? It's in the right place, but it's the wrong rotation. What do? I put something into that place first, and now the blue and white block has escaped. Now we're going to align the white to the white side, rotate it away from blue, and then continue with the algorithm. Okay, and that's the 4 sides in layer 2. Layer 3, we got to make sure that we solve the cross first. This cross is already solved. And now we're going to make sure that the corners are in the right place. So this corner is in the right place. All the other corners are not in the right place. So keep the corner that's in the right place on the right hand side. Then we go up like that. Okay. And now you got to keep repeating it until all the corners are in the right position. Okay, all in the right position. So here we got this corner's in the right position, this corner's in the right position, all solved. Now, in order to solve the final layer, we're going to flip it upside down. And then we're going to run the algorithm for changing the opposite ends of the cross on the final layer. So it's down. And then you keep on doing it until it is solved. Okay, and when it's solved, you move it towards the right, and then you keep on repeating the algorithm. Okay, and then that's how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I know this is not the fastest way to solve the Rubik's Cube, but it will 100% solve your Rubik's Cube each time. I'm going to take some questions now, see if anybody... You've lost all hope. No, don't lose hope. We're going to end the stream in a few seconds. Make sure you have liked, subscribed, and saved the link, okay? Then you can watch this over and over again. Probably take 3 days or 4 days. Took me about 3 days to memorize all these moves. Okay, so that's it from me. Be sure that you stay safe, take care, and stay tuned for the next video.